are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. How was getting over here and traveling and driving and such like that?
It was good.
That's good.
Yes.
So thank you for submitting all your papers in. Do you have any more questions about that? Just to another touch about HIPAA and stuff like that. So again, just want to highlight that everything that we speak about today will be private between you and I, unless I kind of hear about any aspects of self-harm to you or others. Again, we talked about that last time, but just want to touch upon that again. So again, I know that we talked a little bit about some issues that you've been going through, and thank you so much for sharing. So I just want a recap of everything, how you are now versus how you were last week.
Yeah, I think with starting school and working and internship and just still having a life and other responsibilities, I think I'm just really stressed out and realizing I went to the doctor I guess 2-3 weeks ago and actually went on a scale and realized that I've lost 10 pounds, but I'm eating as much as I normally have. I've just lost I'm really little, so that's a good amount of weight on 5'2" little body. So that's pretty much just where I'm at.
So can you elaborate on the emotion you felt when you saw that weight? Was it more of did you associate with all the, I understand that might be sounds shocked or concerned, but did you allude the loss of weight to your stress essentially?
Yeah, I had noticed that I had lost some weight. Just my clothes fit different, and right now none of my pants are fitting me. But I hadn't really realized that I'd been 10 whole pounds. I know that sounds really insignificant. I just I'm little, so.
And that was concerning to see.
Mostly because I don't I'm not trying to. It's just happening, and I don't know what to do. I don't feel like I have control over it.
So I heard you saying that you're still eating, correct? But can I ask have you seen a change of what you're eating possibly? Or yes, you eat, but is what you eat different? Now that you're busy, I assume that you don't have time to really prepare a meal. So do you just do you see a change in that?
The only thing that might be a little bit different is the lunches. That when I work full time, my boss pays for my lunch every day. So I would be eating more because we would go out to eat and get bread and all the delicious things that I didn't gain weight from. It just kind of maintained. So I think that may be also influencing that I'm not. But at that time, I felt I was overeating during lunch, but now I'm probably eating a little bit of a more average amount. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
So I guess right now, what I hear is that it's very, I guess you kind of in a limbo. It's you don't really know how to help or the first initial steps for to solve this essentially. I guess reflecting back on just what I kind of would like to understand a bit more about stress management, because I understand time management as well, because I hear that you're a student, stuff like that, internship, and so can you help me guide me through a typical day of yours?
Yeah, so every day is a little bit different because I have my internship on Monday and Tuesdays, and that's 8 to 4 or 5. It kind of depends on what we have going on that day. And then Wednesdays I work in the mornings and then come to class. Thursdays I have class 8 to 5, and then Fridays I work 8 to 4. So I'm pretty much on an 8 to 4 schedule, which is, the routine is super nice. I just get up very early and go to sleep pretty late.
Because when you come home, you do
Homework.
schoolwork.
Yeah.
So can I ask, is there a time in your day or where you just kind of sit and possibly eat, or just sit and relax, or is it always kind of a rapid schedule.
I've tried really hard, and for the most part, I've done a pretty consistent job with it of letting dinner be like just dinner and not listening to something that I need to listen to for school or not reading while I'm eating or something like that. Just letting it be kind of a decompressing time. And then I go back to schoolwork after. Typically, I just make like something on Sundays that lasts me through the week, so I'm not making food. But just trying to be a little mindless in that time.
And I gotta ask you, so if I was gonna paint a picture of your life, what would be like a perfect picture that you would like me to depict?
That's current, or like if things were.
If things were, yes, awesome for you. Like what would it look like? Where would you be? Of course, like not fantasy as in like at the beach, but like you know your state of like life.
Yeah, I think I would be more efficient or better time management or like figure out what I don't have to do or something like that I could get more sleep than I'm getting. That would be super nice.
How are you with sleeping, may I ask? I don't know. I can edit this out, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Sleeping. I get about like 6 hours of sleep at night. So I think I've adjusted pretty well to that, but I still I feel like how little sleep I'm getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Knowing that and like painting the perfect picture again, what are some goals that you would like to implement to reach that perfect state that you may have in mind that is to your ability?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't really know. I think the biggest thing is trying to figure out what I don't have to do. Or like what don't I have to read? What don't I have to, I don't know.
I understand that. I think possibly because I know you have a couple hours within your day, which is dinner, to kind of like self-reflect. But I think possibly increasing that, like having that twice a day, maybe between like, you never really mentioned lunch when you were going through your day. You know, it's like going to your classes, internship. Maybe within that, and I know it's hard, but kind of set a little bit of boundaries and be like, I'm gonna take a 30-minute break and eat some lunch and kind of recreate what you do for dinner and kind of evaluate again, like what do I have to do for the next hour or continue along with my day. If that makes any sense? So, how does that sound like a step to take?
Yeah, that would be helpful. That would be helpful.
Well, I'm excited to see how implementing that into your life, how that would possibly help you next week. Again, thank you so much for sharing, concerns and issues, and I appreciate you opening up to me. So I'll see you next week.
Great, thanks, Ewan.
No problem.